Okay, so let's talk about this. This is so funny. So Mother Ann has said something else. Let's hear what she has to say. I love her. I don't know if I love Ann or Bari more. Maybe Ann, maybe Bar. I don't know. I don't know. I told you guys, my chosen mother is Ann Coulter. It just is. I love her so much. Like, a lot. Like, I almost love her more than lip gloss. And I love lip gloss a lot. So, let's hear about this. The new baby killers, the pro lifers, and Republican assisted suicide act. It says defeat. Extremists have got to learn to take half a loaf. Just like the cheap labor demanding GOP donors, pro lifers need to be told you can't get everything you want. If Republicans give you this, they'll lose their jobs, and people who will replace them want you dead. That's true. That's true. Somebody has to hold the seat, and both sides are extreme. Society has created extremists on both sides. There is no middle ground anymore. And I think people think that like if they win, that the losers are not extremists and will like basically what they want you dead. There isn't a middle ground. Integration is a joke. Unlike a lot of people complaining about the anti-abortion zealots, I'm an anti-abortion zealot. Well, obviously you guys know I'm abortion Barbie, so we don't agree on that at all. That's why I'm begging them to stop pushing wildly unpopular ideas. What? These fanatics are going to get millions more babies killed when the Democrats win supermajorities in both houses of Congress and immediately pass a federal law making abortion on demand the law of the land. Abortion on demand should be the law of the land. If a woman wants an abortion, she should have one immediately. They should be delivered just like fucking DoorDash, literally. They're going to get a lot more adults killed when those same Democratic supermajorities pass laws taking our guns, defunding the police, and packing the court, among other great Democratic ideas. I agree with that. I agree with that. The police save a lot of white people. So then, yeah, if people take their if society kind of bans their people's individuals guns and their access and rights to use those guns, then you guys see the crimes that are happening. I mean, the crimes are actually absurd because everyone keeps watching all these Marvel movies and getting new ideas of how to kill. Like, that's all they're doing. And then they're going out and doing it and putting it on Instagram. So I don't know. Like, no part of that is funny, but that's what's happening. So we've been rolling our eyes at pro-choicers forever, telling them to calm down, that overturning Roe would just return the issues to the states. Blue states would make abortion legal until the kid turns 14. What? That doesn't make any sense. A few states like Louisiana would impose tough restrictions, but most states would come out in the middle, allowing abortions in the first trimester, plus parental notification laws and exceptions for rape and incest. If there were exceptions for rape and incest, there would be like no children born in the. There would be like basically zero children born in the of color. There would only be black and white children. Like mulatto children are born out of rape. If you didn't know that, it's true. Like that's why everybody hates us. It's rape. Like I already described this. Like so I will describe it again in this video in case you don't have the time to go watch the other video. Ethiopia is the only African country that was never colonized by Europeans, but it was split into Ethiopia and Eritrea. So all of those people are considered Habesha, but Italians actually colonized Eritrea. And so what they did is they took the women, they raped the women, they made them have a bunch of children, and those people had to go on and live for hundreds of years knowing that that rape and colonialism happened. And so Eritrean people hated Ethiopian people for a very long time because they kept saying, why didn't you fight for us? You let them colonize and rape us while you kept the land. And it was tribal. It was very, very tribal. Basically because Ethiopians felt like we shouldn't have to fight your battle. You should fight your own battle. And if you lose, that's your problem. That's not our problem. Which is kind of true. I mean, being an Ethiopian person, I kind of feel like that too. Like, why should we have to fight for you? Fight for yourself. We fought and then we won. Like, they could have fought and won, but they fought and they lost. Like, and that's why they were colonized. Like, that's what happened. So, but nobody forgot that. And to this day, it is very hard. Like, I can barely befriend Eritrean girls. Like, they are, the beef is real. Like, everyone's Habesha, but Ethiopian girls and Eritrean girls basically hate each other because of that colonialism that happened like centuries ago. So that's a real thing. Sorry, I was like actually reading the article. Okay, so instead, the moment Dobbs was released, pro-life nuts rushed to the mics saying, "This is going to be great. We're going to ban abortion from the moment of conception and prosecute the mothers for murder." What? I don't even know what she's saying. The Democratic Party has been using abortion to scare suburban women in every election cycle for 50 years. Now Republicans are finally giving them something to be scared about. In Michigan, the Republican gubernatorial nominee Tudor Dixon said she opposed abortion for 14-year-old girls who've been raped because giving birth to her rapist baby could be healing. What? I'm sorry. So wait, let's read that again because I don't think I read that correctly. In Michigan, the Republican gubernatorial nominee Tudor Dixon said she opposed abortion for a 14-year-old girl who'd been raped because giving birth to her rapist baby could be healing. Yeah, forced sterilization should be real. Somebody said that. And they were serious. Does the name Todd Adkin mean anything to you? Anything at all? Richard Murdoch? Dixon, I don't know who these people are. Pennsylvania responded, "Watch this. Doug Mastriano, Republican candidate for governor, called abortion the number one issue of his campaign, and he looked forward to signing a 6-week abortion ban. In 2019, he called for criminally prosecuting women who got abortions and doctors who performed them." You can't criminally prosecute. You know, who wants to have these men's babies anyway? That's the real question that I have for you. Like, y'all are out here pretending that these men are impressive. Like, we all see it. I vote no. Boo, boo, boo. Let them all die. Like, I haven't seen an impressive guy for like 10 years, okay? Like, I thought Sam was impressive. He even did that, like, he did the talk on the Lex Friedman podcast. But even fucking Sam gets on my nerves. Like, be serious. Like, these are not impressive men at all. Like, at all. Like, y'all are aiming high and saying a lot. Like, this is not, it ain't giving what you think it's giving. Like, it'd be better, have a hot girl decade. A hot girl century. Take the money, bitch. Like, I don't even, what? Mastery, I don't know, where were we? Okay, so if we don't bind and gag these pro-life militants in about 2 more election cycles, we'll have no Republicans left anywhere in office. That's true. Good luck saving babies then. That's true too. No babies will be saved. So they should kill that idea. Of course, it's possible that there were other things voters didn't like about Dixon and Mastriano. But do we also have pure test cases? Since Dobbs, there have been a total of 6 statewide ballot initiatives exclusively about abortion. Why does everyone care about women who don't want to have babies? Like, are you fucking kidding? If a woman is saying, "I don't want the baby," like, let her, she doesn't want it. Like, she said no. And she took the pill and shit the baby out. Like, let her have her choice. The pro-life side lost every single time. They lost in blue states, in purple states, in red states. They were not outspent. These were direct to the people's votes. The tiniest restriction on abortion failed, even wholly theoretical restrictions. Every expansion of abortion rights won, as it should. Army of Todd Adkins. I don't care. They're wrong. They're evil. What about the babies? Please give me a standing ovation now. What? Okay, maybe this is like an article that we disagree on a lot, and like we are on opposite sides of the fence here. In Montana, a proposal merely to require doctors to give life-saving treatment to babies born alive after a botched abortion. I'm confused. Some of this stuff I didn't even know was happening. So a woman tries to abort a baby and they try to save the baby that she tried to kill. Why would they do that? That should be called like cell stealing because they're like stealing a woman's genetic code that she doesn't want transmitted on. Like she gets to decide what happens with her genes, not some doctor. If she wants to kill the baby, let her kill it. Trump won Montana by 20 points in 2016 and 15 points in 2020. In Kansas, pro-lifers wrote a ballot initiative that would have amended the Constitution to clarify that it had nothing at all about abortion. The initiative placed no new restrictions on abortion, but simply moved the issue from the courts to the legislature. It failed by 18 points, 59 to 41, losing in every congressional district in the state. Trump won Kansas by 20 points in 2016 and 15 points in 2020. Kentucky voted on a similar initiative